Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of Mechanical Mastery. And you can see that we've got a pretty good amount of EMC flow happening in the top left. Some things have happened since last episode. I actually recorded an episode of setting this thing up, as ugly as it is. But this is our gas burning generator, and unfortunately the audio didn't turn out because OBS sucks. But we've got a close here growing wheat. I unfortunately don't have a way of disposing of the seeds currently, but the entire system's running slow enough, it's not a problem. That's pushing wheat into the crusher. Crusher is pushing the biofuel into the reaction chamber with hydrogen and water. I have water coming from an aqueous accumulator here, feeding the pressurized reaction chamber and my electrolytic separator, which is making hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen's going here and getting any excess dumped out. Hydrogen is going into here. And then this thing is making, well, substrate and ethylene, which is currently burning here. And yeah, it has 11,000 forge energy per millibucket. So yeah, and then that's going into a flux plug, which if we come up here is going into my battery. So we have a flux point from the generators network going in, and then we have a flux plug for the power network coming out. And that's what's powering everything. Now over here, this was just a temporary thing that I said, are you still running? Wow. With, I had links underneath all of these, and we were producing various resources, most of which are over here now. And I broke down the system and moved it over there. And then I'm like, you know, I still need these things, these basic mechanical essences. So I remade it. So we have our links here. We've got just a straight furnace, so I don't have to worry about byproducts. And then going into the servos, all the items are going into this formulaic assemblator. One of the reasons is it actually keeps all of this in check. Although I have no idea why it's not running right now. But if you turn stock control on, it'll make it everything stack in here in such a way that there is room for all components to come in. Oh, it's because I have auto mode off. Oops. That's right, I was letting it build up because I wanted to see how well it would work. So we are currently making basic mechanical essences here. This is my obsidian generator, which we're doing okay on obsidian now. And then over here is for the regular mechanical essences. And this is a pretty basic system. Here is another thing for basic mechanical essences over here, because we need these for the regulars. And then we have, over here, we've got a couple links, but we're making iron, we're making nickel, turning that to Invar, turning that into gears. And over here, we've got copper and tin, to bronze into the bronze rods. And this over here is a mechanism steel setup. And what this is doing, this is turning or pushing in wood, being made of charcoal, coming into here, being turned into enriched carbon to be fed into these two metallurgic infusers here through a pipe in the back. Up here, we have making raw iron, turning into ingots. Ingot is going into here to make enriched iron, which is being pushed over to here to be turned into steel. Smelted into a steel ingot, and then turned into a steel gear. Now, all those things are going into here, you know, via pretty pipes with a pipe pressurizer, so everything moves through the pipes quicker, because why not? It takes a tiny amount of power to do it and makes everything so much faster. And then I have a stack limiter on here, so it only will allow 2 of each ingredient in at a time. The reason for that is well, it requires 2 bronze rods to do a recipe. So that is going over here to this multi-servo press, which is turning it from the essences here into the regular mechanical crystal, which can then be shoved into a link, and that turns into EMC for us. It's a pretty basic system, and it's just going to get more and more complicated as we go. But the other reason I have, not you, this setup over here is There are a few recipes that require the basic mechanical essence, so I figured it's not a bad idea to have a stockpile. And then over here, we've got a small cobbleworks going. We're making glass, sand, flint, and gravel. That's just 3 links over here producing cobble. We got a pulverizer, 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 pulverizer furnace, right? So it makes gravel, sand, glass. And then flint is the byproduct of, various processes. So I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, yes, we have farm animals. Also, I made some wind generators to jumpstart the ethylene production. The, excuse me, philosopher's stone can, wow, 12 eggs, really? Wow. When you press the hotkey, which by default I believe is R, it'll fire off an orb, right? Like that. If that hits a mob, it'll transform it into a random other mob. Now, a good like 90% of the time, it will make a hostile mob, which is an issue, right? I think it takes maybe 50 EMC to transform a mob. I'm not exactly sure. I've been working off of a client star VR with 3 million EMC in it, so I don't really notice the minimal amount. And we're up to 5 million in our tablet now, so we're doing okay on EMC. And actually, here, let's go ahead and get you topped off. So yes, this holds a 3.2 million. So pretty good. Now, something else I made, which is why I wanted the passive mobs, was the Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. I just needed 4 feathers. So, and once you get 1 chicken, you're set, right? You just keep collecting eggs, you throw the eggs out, you get more chickens, and so on and so forth. And every once in a while, you kill some, and everything works out great. But with the Rending Gale, we have Creative Flight now. Now, it does burn EMC slowly, but it does burn EMC to play around, but that's okay. I can work with that. And, I mean, we're generating... Every time it produces one of the crystals here, it's 20,000 EMC. So we're okay with that. And this thing looks like it holds up to 6 stacks in its output, which is even better, right? So that means that's 6 stacks that I have access to later on. But yeah, that was basically, I think actually it was 2 episodes that it got screwed up. Windows updates. All right. So let's go ahead and get rid of that out of here. Took the farm out, found out the hard way that even though these chunks are claimed, if you get a ghast spawning in, which can happen using the Philosopher's Stone, it can still blow up farmland for whatever stupid reason that is. So the chunk claiming is not 100% effective. And let's see. So let's go to quest book, right? Let's see. I finally made the lapidary dynamo, which gives me another 16 of those. And I've got a few quests to finish up over here, but let's look at over here, right? We're working towards the improved mechanical essence, which we need all 4 charges, a basic control circuit, and a regular mechanical essence, and a heated mixer. And then for this, we can use to make resonant integral components. We can transmutation interface, which is awesome. Basically, it lets any inventory mod access your tablet. We got the link, or a tier 4 link, and the refined storage controller. So at this point, we can really step up the automation and whatnot. And I can use refined storage to handle quite a bit, or I could use, keep using pretty pipes for quite a bit of it, which I might actually do. I have had issues with refined storage in 1.18 being finicky once you get to a certain point with the size of your network. You're all done now, right? Oh, yeah, you still have that on you. Okay. And then we've got Okay, you're done. You are backstopped again, though. Okay. But we're up to almost 8,000 redstone, which is awesome. Something else we can do, though, once we get to here, is this will unlock advanced mechanism. And finally, sugarcane. Also, chickens. But, you know. We got fluorite ore, emerald ore, and ancient debris. And then also uranium and oil. So we can get into oil power, we can get into nuclear power, both of which are going to be fun. But we need this fissile fuel pellet in order to make the inert advanced mechanical essence. I'm not sure why we would need oil, though. Well, wait a second. Refined fuel bucket. That was used for activating this thing, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. Goes from inert to just advanced. Okay. Oh, hey, look, Mobius fuel. Okay. And elite control circuit. Right. So we can get far more advanced with different things here. Oh, and we're going to need blaze cakes to make these because they have to be superheated. Now, here's a question. Oh, no, not that. Here we go. Blaze cake. There's a creative blaze cake. It has no recipe. Okay. I wondered because that would be really cool for endgame if it had a recipe. So that way you could just get a bunch of automation done without having to worry about it. And there you go. So yeah, I've got a mess of stuff here. So I figured let's go ahead and get into our what is the yellow one again? I can't remember now. Improved, right? Just add that to the list. So we are going to need lightning charges, which is blitz powder, gunpowder, and coal. Now gunpowder is going to be a little interesting, right? It's not terrible. We can get niter from thermal series here. I can only say thermal expansion. We can cook up niter ore, but that only comes from a laser drill. We can also, though, pulverize sandstone. And that'll give us sand and a 30% chance of niter. Also, we can get niter from blitz modes, but not enough to make lightning charges with. Sandstone slab gives us 1 sand, only 15% chance of niter, though. Oh, we've gotten 1 million EMC since I started this episode. Yeah, this system over here is working pretty good. I like it. Right, near my sawmill. Oh, you still got a bunch of wood in here. Let's just take that out, right? Because that's full. And everything's full again. Oh, also I made a metal crafting table from Engineer's Decor because I can just hold stuff in here. It's kind of handy for batch crafting and whatnot, especially things like effigies. Since the soulstone does not stack, you know, this thing here. It's a constant regen effect, but I'm also wearing red armor, so I don't really need it. The only thing I'm trying to remember what has actually inflicted damage on me since I put on the red armor, and I don't think anything has. Actually, no. Blitzes from thermal did, but they basically, yeah, I think their attack bypasses armor completely. So. And there we go. Let's go ahead and take care of that then. This is full of charcoal. And you're empty now, so. And this is full of planks. So let's put planks here. Let's put charcoal here. So I want to reuse this platform now for something different. Yeah, seriously, I thought I turned that on, really. All right, sweet. There we go. And oh yeah, the flux controller is still where I left it. That's for my power network, which this works because I just basically I'm using the controller just to have wireless charging. Oh yeah, other passive mobs I got a couple of sheep, I got a mushroom, and a donkey. So I'm thinking about maybe getting a bunch of chickens raised up and transforming them into different mobs in the future, but I'm just not going to worry about that right now. So I'm going to need a few things, right? Quest book wise, our next step is to make all of these charges, which I'm really not looking forward to because inventory, right? I have barrels on me, so let's. There we go. Okay, less inventory issues now. We needed niter dust works, right? I got some of this by accident earlier. And where did I put the... Oh, they're still in here, aren't they? Yeah, the blitz powder. So I just need blitz powder, I need gunpowder, I need coal or charcoal. Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty easy. I got a bunch of charcoal here. We'll just use that. But it's... actually, I don't need you right now. And... oh, I forgot to grab the gunpowder. Which I have some of here. Because I was... you know, we had creepers spawning on the blitz earth over there. So it was you, and you. Makes lightning charge. Icy charge is blitz powder, gunpowder, and coal. Okay. Is that a custom recipe then? No? They just all take gunpowder, huh? Let's see. There's blitz. And blaze. Yeah, well, it makes sense, actually, because this is the vanilla fire charge recipe. So it makes sense that that would be it as well. And that'll give us all of these. Which now unlocks the Blaze Burner quest, which is 4 iron plates and a netherrack. So let me grab one of you. Do I have iron plates just laying around somewhere? Probably don't. Dang it. I don't have any extra presses right now. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's our empty blaze burner. Now I need another effigy, which was... like so, I believe. So we're going to put that there. Do you work with this? You do, don't you? Yeah. You just don't work with thermal machines for whatever reason. There we go. And there's our blaze burner. Advanced made sentient fireplace. And that'll give me some coal that I can feed to my blaze burner if I want. Don't need to worry about that right now, though, because this just requires heated and... honestly, EMC-wise, it would probably be cheaper to either feed it logs or put a log in a sawmill first and then feed it that. And I just had to get rid of the sawdust somehow. All right. So, dang it. I got lazy and I took down my mixer downstairs and moved it up here. So I need to make another mixer now too. Oh, and for that power system, I don't think I showed that off. That is over here. We've got a bunch of these adjustable chain gear shift and encased chain drives. And each pair of these doubles the speed, right? All the way over to here. And then you can make these things twist 90 degrees, which is awesome. Which is going on top of this is the shaft leading straight up to the mixer. Down here is an incredibly slow windmill underneath everything. So that's how that's powering. And I'm going to have to do something better than this here soon for rotational energy. But it's working great for this. So, which I think the mixer might be the slow point now. No, the slow spot is pulling from here. Actually, hell, just crafting this apparently. Yeah, I should probably speed you guys up if I want faster, but oh well. Alright, so let's get at least that coal put away. And put our charges away. Earth charges, that was the basalts. See, I got a bunch of the powders over here too, so. Basic control circuit. I see I've got pretty much all of this stuff. And here, let's all I need to do is switch this over to high mode for now. And it will just hold these in here, it won't actually process them. So let's just get a couple of these for now and we'll turn that back like that. Okay. So for now, we're going to put you here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Here, let's sort that. And somewhere around here we go. I have basic control circuits. So there is our 6 items that we need. I need to make some more andesite alloy soon. Almost out. So there's our basin. I'm going to need that and like so. That'll make our whisk. Here, that can go in there. And I need an andesite casing. So, you know, I never did actually get logs in here, did I? Got one right here, though. And then we can take, I need a shaft, right? I should have those in here. You. There we go. Oh, it's a small cog, not a shaft. Okay. Oh. And then there's our mixer. So for now, I need to get my freaking basin back out. Let's go, wrong one, this one. You. We'll put you here. It's you on top. And you on top of that. You're going to need rotational energy, not a problem. You're going to need fuel. Not a terrible issue. Let's see. Dang it, I really need another press now at this point. Well, I got the servo made, or servo press. And then, yeah, moot point. So I need a block of iron. And then that goes into, there's all sorts of stuff, but it goes into this here. So I need another andesite casing. And you, shaft, block of iron. There's our mechanical press, which completed a quest for us back in tier 2. And now this needs rotational energy. And it needs a depot. So we're going to go U plus U. It's a depot. You can just live right there for now. Right? There's our press, and now I'm just going to make a crank. 3 planks and an andesite alloy. Yeah, I've got planks in there already. I just need you. Just one. Thank you. Just need 4 for the... So I need to make a brass hand. Now, at the cost of hunger, this thing can generate 256 stress units. Which is more than sufficient enough to run a press. All right, so you... let's see, we need a brass hand. I just need another andesite alloy. Of course. Down to 5 more left after this. Now, brass hands also need electron tubes, so we need to make some of this. All right, I decided, you know what? We're making 8 because the sandpaper that we have to use for the second portion of this has 8 durability. Oh, wait a second. I've got the repair talisman. Doesn't matter. I didn't even think about it repairing the sandpaper. That's awesome. Okay, so we have these. Now you plus an iron plate. Equal this electron tube. And I just need another andesite casing. And now I need this. Actually, a clicker would probably work, wouldn't it? For feeding the blaze burner. Do I still have you? I do. Yeah, the click machine. Okay, you face towards me when I place you down? Oh, that's right. You don't have a tool. All right, so if I was to say... clicks per second, 0.04 clicks. Yeah, how about every 10 seconds? You don't work. Okay. So it's just simply a right click as in placing a block, not a... it's not like mechanical use or anything. It doesn't actually interact. So, okay, clickers don't work. There you go. Let me go ahead and give you... Nope, not that. Missed. Give you that. Now, if I give you rotational energy, like from a crank, then you'll work. So what I should do then, let's keep this in here. Where is my create wrench at? There you are. Dang it. There it goes. That's how I want it. All right. Okay, you know what? We're going to make a bunch of andesite alloy. How did we make andesite again? It's been a while since I made andesite. The cheaper recipe is probably, cobblestone, right? So we'll grab a stack of you, and we'll grab 8 of you. And then I need a stack of iron nuggets. Just one, please. That's half stack. Okay. It's not bad, but I mean, it'll get us by for now. Let's go over here. And is it... It's U plus U for small cogs, right? Yeah. We'll do this and we'll do like that. There we go. And I've got more shafts in here, right? Yeah. I really call these axles, not shafts, but oh well. So honestly, they're both depending on how you set things up. Got my magnos on. Why are you staring at me? That's just weird and creepy. All right, so now all I need to do is just give this rotational energy somehow. Not terrible. Probably a windmill because I haven't gotten around to setting up mechanical crafters yet. Although that would be worth it, I think. Because these are fairly cheap. We do need brass casings, which is just a brass ingot. I've got a few up, right? The heck was that? And I just right click again and it picks it up automatically. Okay, well, that would normally be cool, but I need these for an in-world transformation recipe. Dang it. There. So we have brass casings. I want to make a motor. So this guy, electric motor. I need 12 of these. So I only need 4 brass casings for this. That's not terrible, I guess, right? There we go. What else goes into a crafter then? Electron tubes and crafting tables. Okay, well. Electron tubes, I need. Yeah. What else is. This is only used for 2 things, right? Oh, and we can also turn it into blocks if we wanted to, okay. We also need it for chromatic compounds, but that is not something I need right now. So I'm just going to turn these all into electron tubes then. You and you equal that. Right, and then there we go. You guys can live there. We have our 12 mechanical crafters. We needed 12. We need brass sheets, copper spools, which require copper wire. Okay. Or I can make the rolling mill. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the engineer's wire cutters, which I'm pretty sure I made, right? Yeah, right here we go. And then somewhere in one of these, I've got a ton of copper plates. Yeah, there we go. So I need 4 per spool. So I need 12 wires. And then the centerpiece of the spool is 2 iron plates and an iron nugget for 16. Oh, my inventory's full. That doesn't take long to fill up. So there's you guys, and then we'll take these and do like so. Let's get our crafter set up for now. It was a 3-5, right? 3-5-3-1. Okay. And we can just set it up like that. All right, cool. So copper spools go like so. We need an iron rod, really? Okay. Seriously? Goes dot dot dot. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. I'm going to be cheap. Well, I'm going to be lazy, not cheap. It's the exact opposite, and we're just going to do that for the iron rod. Now I needed 6 brass sheets. I need a capacitor. That is really actually not bad. Let's see, I need you and you. Oh, no, just one. Just one. Just one, you stupid. There. If you right-click on a storage door with an empty hand, it can do that to you repeatedly. And it's unfortunate, but, you know, it's a thing, right? Really now? Zinc, not iron. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not a problem, per se. Just means I have to get my crank back out. Which I would have had to do anyway. So let me go ahead and grab the 6 brass we need. There we go. Oh, what? Come on. Stupid thing. There we go. So let's get our capacitor made. Copper and zinc actually, yeah, I guess it would work for capacitor. That seems more like a, well, a capacitor is a battery, isn't it? And now the interesting thing is going to be getting these crafters powered. Because I'm pretty certain, here, let's just go ahead and throw you down there. Oh, no. Bad cog. Go there. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that these things are not going to let me, yeah, overstressed, right? 64 per, okay. I've got 12 here. So what is then... Here's a question. I don't think it'll work. Can we put a large cog here? And will you... Oh, yeah, you will work. Okay, cool. The hell did you do that for? That's weird. Still overstressed. Let me see if I can... Still 64, okay. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Let me put you here, and then... No. There. We'll go you, and... There. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, is why. Alright, so we'll do a small cog here, large, small, large, right? Is that 256 still? Yeah, it is. I keep screwing this up. I'm trying to step down and it's not working. All right, let's try this setup then. And we will power you and you. Crank here. Hey, look at that. Desperate measures. What is that about? Drastically slow down a mechanical crafter to procrastinate on proper infrastructure. That is hilarious. And yeah, it is drastically slowed down. But I have them down to taking, I think it's 8 stress units per. But after this, I can make a motor, hook it up to our press, start churning out large amounts of sheets for now. And then we can make a few more motors. And we can kind of go from there. Goal reached workout session. What is that? Starve myself? Yep. I'm not even taking starvation damage because of my armor. All right, hold on a second here. There it goes. Hey, we have a motor, right? Now I can slap you here, put a flux point on the end of you. Actually, before I do, set you to 192. Zing! It's using quite a bit of forge energy now. But say if I wanted, oh, I don't know, a stack brass sheets. Motors make everything better, don't they? Oh, we're up to 10 million EMC already. Nice. Then I can get a motor on here. I can set it to whatever speed I want, and that'll power the deployer and our mixer here. And then at that point, we can make our first advanced, is it? Improved. The downside is that they do get kind of noisy after a while. So. Hey, there we go. And we need another you, and we need a couple of you. So it was you, and then you. Let's see. Copper plates were in here, so I need 12 of you. The main thing I'm looking forward to refining storage system is just, honestly, storage. I don't know why I grabbed those. I need you. And then we need another zinc sheet, right? Because we need a capacitor. So zinc is this one right here. You know, whatever. Make 2. And we need those. I'm going to need a couple more of you. All right, and it's almost there. Hey, there we go. Now, do I have any more points in here? I have 1. All right, cool. $96 is probably good enough, really. And this is going to feed the blaze for a bit. But it won't overfeed it, right? All right, we're at what? Okay, I could have sworn it wouldn't overfeed it. Eventually it's going to stop, right? There it goes. Okay. The blazes have basically an internal fuel buffer that you can fill up with X amount of this or that or everything else. Do I have any hoppers left? Do. Cool. Hey, we have our improved mechanical essence. And now I can take and turn that into a crystal. 153,000 EMC for that. That'll give me another crystal back and that. Downside is you can't recraft those into the essences, which is by design, I imagine, so that you don't you know, once you get to the point where you're making the regulars, you don't just like mass craft a whole bunch of basics with EMC. All right. And we can put a hopper on here to feed this guy planks. He's using a plank like every 5 seconds or so, which is not bad. And now, my beloved refined storage. Finally, a good storage solution. And that'll give us 2 storage housings and some cables. Now, slime is going to be the interesting thing, but we can make oil clumps, or we can use oil clumps, I should say. So if we go to the overview, we can now get tier 4 advanced mechanism. New tier, new materials. You know the deal already. Okay, we got fluorite, uranium, emerald. That gives us 2 ore for a reason, for some reason. Let's go ahead and those put in there for now. Oh, no. We got sugarcane, chickens, oil, aka slime balls and everything else, and ancient debris, which I've been kind of waiting on, actually. Is that everything? Yeah, looks like it. Then we can make the fractionating still to make oil, to get to refined fuel. Fissile fuel per... Oh my god, that is a lot. But honestly, it's a nuclear reactor. So, whoop, I just threw my tablet. So nuclear reactors are not going to be cheap. Elite control circuit, Mobius fuel. Let's go ahead and grab that quest. I'll put that away. And, right. So, but now we have access to the clumps, we can easily make processors. However, I am going to need 3, 4, right? 5, and then I need another earth charge still. Which is going to be you, and you. Hey, there we go. So processor binding. Let's go ahead and where is my, there it is, oil clump. The other thing we need is string, which we can get from hemp. So I'm just going to set up a cloche for that though, instead of having a big farm of it. We need silicon, need a diamond, and I need redstone. And one of you, no. Cooperate, dang it. There we go. Raw refined processor. I don't have a furnace set up over here. You, I think, are my sped up furnace. Yeah. There's that and that. Let's look up controller. There. So I need like 12 quartz enriched iron and 2 silicon. One stone. And then we'll just go controller, like so. And quest complete. Cables and some storage housings. All right. So I guess we can put that in there for now. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. We have this part of it automated. I just have to automate the rest of the improved now. Yeah. And I need to do something about all of this now, too, that I've got just stuff randomly sitting around One of the reasons I want to get refined storage is to get rid of this here, right? The crafting table and all this junk just sitting here. How are we doing over here, right? 12 more seeds, okay. It doesn't produce very fast, the seeds. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one. Signing out. Have fun.